Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome back to another moon ceremony. I'm Safrianna Lughna, the queer spirit guide, and as always, it's a delight to tune into the moon with you all and be here in these moments to soak in whatever needs to pour through for us and just really have some powerfully anchoring moments to be with ourselves. So, as always, all you need is a notebook and a pen in case you want to jot down any notes. I always give you a suggestion to set some intentions and just take stock of anything that is really catching your attention or coming through for you. So, as we land in this evening, we are, interestingly enough, in a black moon. I just learned this term today. I'm always learning fancy new lunar terms as I do these ceremonies. And a black moon is the third of a new moon, the third of four new moons in a given season. Normally, that doesn't happen. So, it apparently only happens like every 33 months or so. So, the last one of these was in 2023. The next one is in 2028. So, just kind of interesting. And from what I have really been picking up with this one, it is a cosmic spring cleaning invitation. So, even though we're not technically in the season of spring where I am. Uh, it's like a full that energy of newness coming through and that invitation to really like take stock and step back. So we're going to talk a lot about that this evening. As always, just in case this is your first time joining me, I kick us off with an energy update, what I am pulling through with this moon, what I am picking up on intuitively as well as astrologically, what I'm seeing. We'll set some intentions. We'll do a little energy clearing. We'll do a little guided meditation. And then I will pull some cards for the collective. But my wild offering deck jumped out to me tonight asking to have a card pulled to set the scene for ceremony tonight. Wow, I didn't even, that just leapt right out. So, this deck in particular uses the terms divine, Lord, God, universe interchangeably. So, this one says direction. Please show me the right action right now. Please bring me a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. This is actually perfect for tonight's energy. So I'm going to get into that in just a moment. But as always, if you're joining me here live, you're welcome to say hi and put a comment in if you want. You're also welcome to keep things completely to yourself because no one has to out themselves as participating in these ceremonies. That's part of what I love about doing them in this way. So, new moon in Virgo, what's the energy scoop and why is this direction card perfect? So, this whole new moon is literally the energy of taking a step back so that we can plan, organize, streamline, figure out what we need to learn or know to move forward. So, this invitation to and be given clear direction comes when we slow down enough to listen to the promptings of our body, of our spirit, of whatever messages, however they come in, are coming to us. So, what do you want direction on? Now is a great time to be really sitting with that. Oh, I like yeah, the black moon thing is so fascinating. And again, it's like for me, it's just like an extra, whenever there's this like extra little thing, something that has a special name or some form of symbolism behind it, it's just like it's an invitation for us to look a little closer, maybe. So, really, right now, it is this like cosmic spring cleaning energy that's saying, what direction do you want to go in? We're in the middle of harvest season. So, August 1st, Lunasa kicked us off into harvest season. And now we're in the flow of it. We're leading up into eclipse season with the fall equinox. So, it's a great time to take a step back and just look at like, what do I want to do? What do I want to get organized with? You know, Virgo is a very analytical sign. It's very grounded. It's very based in, to some extent perfection, looking for that ideal path forward. So it is just a really good time to readdress your personal power. What is your relationship with your power? What intentions can you build to really support the life that you want to build moving forward from this point? Because you're being given sort of an opportunity to tidy up, is what's really coming through. So I'll invite you to consider your intentions here for a moment and jot them down in your notebook. But in the coming weeks, I'm ready to, I lovingly let go of, I invite more of something, whatever you want to write down. I invite you to think about how you want to call in health, well being, planning, anything having to do with the earth. Right now, we're thinking about our fall garden. So there could be something tangible that you're looking to grow or harvest as you continue to move into this fall season. But what is your intention for right here, right now, and as you move into the eclipse season ahead? You're welcome to share in the chat. You're also always welcome to DM me anything you want to share. For me, in the coming weeks, I'm going to be physically decluttering and preparing for some tangible moves. Our polycule is condensing down into one household. So there's a lot of physical organization happening on my end. What are you organizing? What are you planning? What do you need to take more stock on? These are all great things to be thinking about right now. So as you continue to write down your intentions, I'm going to get my smoke cleansing bundle going here. As you begin to touch base with your intentions for the weeks ahead, you might begin to notice tension, what feels impossible. You might notice where your brain automatically kicks up stories about why something isn't going to work. Just letting that go here and now. Seeing if you can release any physical tension in the body. Again, Virgo being an earth sign, and really being a sign that reminds us about our individual physical body. Where are you holding tension in your body right now? Where are you holding rigidity, inflexibility, pain? Just noticing and seeing if you can soften any of that here. And as you soften, seeing if you can let go of any of the mental chatter, any of the stories that tell you your intention is not possible. Releasing, releasing, releasing any self made limitations, any stories, softening the body. Then we'll move right into our time of meditation, visualization, knowing that there's no right or wrong here. You can have this experience with your eyes open, closed, seated, standing, dancing. You can journal. You can follow my words as your own, or you can go on your own journey of an experience. But just allowing whatever words, sensations, pictures arise for you here to be information as we center in this present moment and begin to drop in. So I invite you to be consciously with your breath for a few inhales and exhales here. Feeling the breath flowing through your body, experiencing the breath moving through you head to toe. And as you breathe, beginning to focus on your heart center, feeling the expansion through your chest. And I invite you to sink from the thinking mind down into the heart space, landing in the heart with a memory, a scene, a sense of unconditional love. Perhaps recalling a memory with a loved one, an animal companion, Mother Nature, or imagining yourself in a sea of your favorite baby animal. Just allowing the warmth of love to spread shoulder to shoulder and opening a portal in the heart, out looking into a foresty, mountainous, rocky, earthy scene. A depiction of the element of earth, solid ground to stand on. You step through this portal and take some moments to notice what's here. What earth rich setting have you landed in? What time of day is it? Noticing no moon in the sky. As you look around, as you land here, you are joined by an earth spirit, an earth elemental, a gnome, some earth centered being, embodied, embracing the full powers of the element of earth. Take some moments here to greet this guide who has appeared for you. Maybe asking their name. And this guide wants to show you around, help you find a workshop area out here in nature where the two of you can do some planning together. So you and your guide begin to march around looking for the perfect space to sit down, and upon an earthen table, lay out some plans. As you venture through this landscape, you find just the perfect place, some form of flat surface for you. And you go to sit down, and your guide shows you how to hold your hands out in front of you and create pages, create words, create symbolic objects, something that you can lay out on this altar and see the various things in your life that need tending. A page or object representing relationships, your vocation or how you spend your days, your energy, your relationship with rest and well being, your physical body, your mental clutter and inner voice, your relationship with your flowing spirit. All of the parts of you, your many emotions, thoughts, all of these things you're navigating in your day to day life. You and your guide lay them out. What's catching your attention? What draws you forward? What do you want to put more energy and focus in? Maybe seeing yourself moving some of these pages or objects to the front of the table, closer to you. Noticing what's maybe falling away, what you no longer want to carry into this next stage of life. Moving those towards the back of the table. Just seeing this as a map, as a sand tray, a place to play with what needs reorganized, what you need to take a step back and look at, whether to let go, to transform, to integrate. Just noticing what's here. And your guide is here to anchor and support you with the knowingness and the energy that you can get through this. Even though there might seem to be a lot of clutter on the table, a lot of things to organize and navigate, it's by taking a pause, by taking stock, by grounding in to this present moment that we have the capacity to look ahead. When we're scrambling, when we're rushing, we can miss what's right in front of us or get so swirled up in our heads that we lose sight of where we're even going in the future, thus making it impossible to get there. Feel the earth beneath you, the support of stone, of tree, crystal, and mountain. Feel the support of the root systems. Feel the support of this earth elemental guide. This is your invitation to remember that you must be in your body to move forward. That to do the things you want to do, to organize the things you need to organize, you have to be present, embodied, intentional. So as you look down at this table, this altar, these pages or objects symbolizing all these areas of life, you need to get a little more organized. Know that it's not all going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen all in this moment, but that you are here to take in the energy of knowingness that you can get through this. One foot in front of the other, moment by moment. You are moving forward towards your goals. And to do that, you need to be present in your body, taking care of yourself. Take a moment here to ask your guide and your higher self for a message about what you can do to enhance your own physical well being so you can do what you need to do. How can I take better care of myself physically so I can do what I need to do? Receiving any messages that are here for you. And once again, tuning back into that knowingness that you can get through this. And the way forward is through supporting yourself, through taking tender care of your body, giving yourself a pause, a breath, so that you can make a plan. And the plan doesn't have to go perfectly, it doesn't have to be rigid, but to know the general direction you're moving in, to be able to create a little order in the chaos. See if there's anything else you want to do with this altar, if there's anything you want to completely remove, if there are things you want to bring closer to you. Maybe even if you can sort and create a sense of priority of what's most important for you right here, right now, maybe over the next 2 weeks, over the next month as we move into eclipse season. Giving yourself 1 to maybe 3 things that you're going to focus on getting more organized, making a plan around, or even integrating. And then you and your earth guide stand and begin to make your way back through the forest or the mountains or wherever you find yourself back towards that portal of the heart. And as you look back, your altar is slowly overtaken by growth, by beautiful plants bursting up through the surface, pulling whatever you've laid there down into the earth, allowing this information to be integrated. And as you arrive at the portal of the heart, just taking some moments to thank your guide, whoever appeared for you today, for their presence, thanking your higher self for showing up to do the work. Just taking one last breath here, breathing in the earth energy, that steadfast, grounded presence of the earth beneath your feet. And then saying goodbye to your guide, stepping back through the portal of the heart, back into the body, wiggling the fingers and toes. And if the eyes are closed, gently blinking them open. And taking some moments to twist and look around your space, really anchoring with where you are at. And as we land, the invitation is to jot down anything that you might need to remember from that. I'm really curious whose guides showed up. My guide is essentially a gnome. It's one of my healer team that showed up, and that was really interesting. So yeah, any messages around how you can better take care of yourself, maybe what is priority that you might be wanting to organize? My priorities were very clear. All right. So go ahead and jot down anything you need to. I just did mine, and I'm going to draw some cards now. So for our collective card pull, I'm going to be pulling from Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. This one's just been coming out a lot lately. It's just such a great deck. Camille had a mountain goat visit. That's super fun. Mountain goat energy. Love that. A little bit of Capricorn earth and energy layered in there. still kind of getting all the nuance of, the different earth signs and the air signs and the fire signs and the water signs and how they differ. And Capricorn and Virgo, like thus far, the energies really seem similar to me from that earth standpoint. But Virgo seems more routed in the physical body and like how we're taking care of ourselves. At least that's how it's come through to me. Really curious about other people's perspective of the energies, because again, I'm not an astrology expert. I just kind of feel into what's here. So these cards are I can't even make this stuff up. This was the one that flew out first. So I was like, what is this new moon in Virgo inviting us into? How about that? Make plans and focus. The shield maiden. That's literally what this whole moon is about, is making plans and focusing in. So this continues to just be driving this point home. The invitation right now is to really figure out what you want and make the plan on how you're going to get there. You might be having plans around your home situation. You might be having plans around your health situation. It might be all of the above. It might also be relational. There are several things that I've been tuning into, seem to indicate there are some also relational things coming up right now. So, whatever you need to make plans around and focus in on, it's time. It's time to act. And what's so important here that everyone needs to know is eclipse season is literally next. The next full moon that we have on September 7th is a lunar eclipse in Pisces, and then on September 21st is the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo, which I need to remember to tell y'all something about that. But, what we're doing right now is setting us up for eclipse season. And I don't know about you, we've all survived many an eclipse season, and they're always a little bit chaotic. There's always big stuff that comes through during that time. So right now we are setting up for that. And although the season is not a match for what's here right now, the meaning is absolutely. So the winter card here is about taking care of your needs. We are literally being asked to figure out what we need for our well-being. That came up multiple times during that meditation. I'm reading a book about Freya as the shield maiden right now. That's really cool. Yeah, there's Freya. I mean, this is very Freya energy. This is the time for us to think about what we need to be physically successful and embodied and enabled in doing what we want to do, because we need to make plans to do that. And our last card here to just continue this story is the Elder, just moving beyond our ancestral patterns. And I want us to think about, we think often when we're talking about ancestors of like our ancient ancestors, the ancestors we're drawing we new ancient traditions from now as we reconnect with the earth and as we kind of recall our great ancestral heritage. But what I'm getting strongly here, right now, is to move beyond the ancestral patterns of the elders that came before us here and now. The elders, within the most recent 7 generations that have created the circumstances we find ourselves in now. It is time for us to move beyond those patterns. And part of that is the planning for what's ahead. We are trying to plan for a future that is simultaneously in this technological rush we're living in capitalistic reality, and also something that feels ancient and new at the same time. We're trying to navigate and balance these two realities of modern day living with our souls coming awake again and remembering that we are more deeply connected than a screen can ever indicate. So take all of these cards to just be it reaffirmations of the Virgo energy we were just connecting with, which is that it's time to take that step back, make plans and focus on what's next. Take care of your needs, especially your physical health needs at this time. Hone in on your well-being, and it's time to move beyond these ancestral patterns of our recent ancestors who have very much been in the hustle and grind culture for some time now. Like, we have been in the flow of the hustle and grind for many generations now. So it's time for us to slow that down and to come into something new. That's what I really feel is here for us now. So, as we wrap up our time today, I just want to remind you that if you are catching this and you don't have the reminders coming into you already, you can sign up for those at livinglunas.com/moon, and you'll get an email reminding you that we are going to be going live for these. And in case you are wanting to follow along with my content and just stay appraised with what I'm doing, the best place to do that right now is Substack. You can go to safrianna.com, safrianna.substack.com or substack.com/@safrianna. Those are the best places to follow me. And my little announcement I needed to make about an upcoming moon ceremony. So we will be live for the September 7th full moon lunar eclipse. But on September 21st, that also corresponds with the fall equinox. And I am not going to be doing a YouTube live that day. I am only going to be doing honoring that new moon eclipse in the seasonal shenanigans series that I'm doing with my friend Dr. Melissa Bird. So if you would like to join that, you can go to livinglunas.com/seasonal to get your tickets for that. You can message me with any questions. But then we'll be resuming the regular routine moon calls, back kicking off with the full moon in October. So last but not least, if you enjoy these moon ceremonies and you have the means and desire to do so, you are welcome to donate at livinglunas.com/donate. I appreciate it. It helps with all of the back end needs to keep these streams running. But otherwise, I will be back here with this full moon lunar eclipse kickoff into eclipse season. Right now, I just really want to encourage you, remind you that what you're doing right now is setting you up for success as you move forward. What you are doing and tuning into right here, right now, today, is setting you up for this eclipse season. So if you want to have a if you want to have a calmer eclipse season and feel prepared to face the challenges that are coming ahead, you can kind of preview right here, right now, what you think you're going to be working with in eclipse season and start laying the foundations. Look at those things head on right now. Now is the time to look, the time to lean in, make the plan, take care of your needs, and move beyond those old patterns. We can even take the ancestral pattern out and just your old patterns. Let's move out of them into this new clean slate spring cleaning energy that this particular new moon in Virgo is allowing us. So I love you so much, my friends. If there's anything you want to share from tonight, again, don't hesitate to reach out on Discord or over at my Gmail, wherever you want to reach me. And until next time, we're in this together. And as always, I see you, I believe in you, and I'm cheering you on. Bye for now.